We're going to come to lie down first of all this morning. I've tried to ease it a little bit, but we're going to come to just lie down on our backs. We're not here for too long, but just to settle in, whether you practice some yoga over the weekend, whether you've had a chilled out weekend, maybe you've been in the garden, maybe you've been doing lots of things with children and things. So just allow yourself this moment now to reset. So as always, just arrive here. Allow your body to arrive, but most importantly, allow your mind to be here in this space. So just give yourself a few moments, just noticing your breath. You don't need to change it. Just bringing that awareness to your breath. Checking in with how you are feeling today. Mind, body and spirit. How do you feel? And again, like I've said before, and with contact with everybody, it's any of those emotions that come up, neither of them are good or bad, they're just how we're feeling. And there are times when those feelings can feel like they're sort of taking over, and there's times when we have that sort of balance, that emotional balance. Again, yoga is a really good way to bring yourself back, to ground yourself, to notice the breath and really tune in to what you need and how you're feeling today. From here, we're just going to take 3 deep breaths. Feel free to release through your mouth with a sound. Just helps to sort of cleanse and release through the body. So we're going to breathe in through the nose and maybe breathing out through the mouth. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathing out. Last one. Breathing out. Gently allow your elbows to stay on the side. My hands are on my belly, but just allow the elbows to be soft and just start rocking the head gently from side to side. So just rolling through the back of the neck, through the back of the head. You can decide whether you push a little bit harder into the head or you just gently rolling through. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. Just get some movement. And then coming back to center. Just bringing your right arm out to the floor. So you can bring both hands down, but my right hand is down on the floor, palm facing down. And I'm just going to allow this right arm just to swirl across the floor, so like I'm drawing something with my palm, just up to a point where I think I can't go any further. Take a breath, palms facing down. Flip the palm facing up, and maybe you can then rotate the shoulder a little bit further. So just really getting that stretch in there, relaxing through the left side. You can even take the right leg long here as well, so it's like a full body stretch. Left leg bent, right leg long. On an exhale, just allowing that arm to come back and bending the right knee again. We're going to do the same on the other side. So palm facing down here, just allow that left arm on an inhale just to sweep out. It might come to sort of shoulder height, maybe a bit further. And then we're going to flip the palm face up, send the left leg long, and take that left arm all the way up. Full stretch here on this left side. Exhale, bring it all back, bending left knee. Once more on each side. Inhale, take that right arm up. shoulder high. As you flick the hand, send the right leg out, palm facing up, stretch that right arm all the way up, maybe even point the toes here, flex the toes, just get a bit of movement, try and relax the rest of the body. Another breath. Exhale, sweep that hand back, bending right knee. Last one. Inhale, take the left arm up, palm facing down, full breath here. Send the left leg long, flip the palm even as that left hand facing up, and then just take that left arm up. Full breath, stretching in to that left side of the body. And then slowly bringing yourself back in. Send both legs long. This time reaching both arms up towards the ceiling and then all the way back. Full body stretch here, pointing through the toes. You can even clench through the hands here and then exhale, reaching through the hands, bringing the toes towards the shins. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more, clenching everything, pointing the toes, inhale. Exhale, release. Bringing the arms back down by the side and then bringing the knees in and slowly hug those knees in towards the chest. You can rock left to right here. So just really tuning into the body. Noticing you can roll all the way over to one side and then back through center to the other side, and then coming back through center, hands on the knees, just take some circles with the knees. Inhaling to take the circles, the knees away, exhale when you bring the knees in towards the body. So you can keep the knees together, or you can decide to open up the knees, bring them together, open up, together. Entirely up to you how you want to move through these circles. Full breath. And then bringing your hands to rest on the back of the thighs. Just send the feet up towards the ceiling. Point through the toes, relax through the shoulders. Exhale, bringing the toes towards the shins. Making sure we're not opening up through the throat, so keeping that chin tucked slightly. Inhale to point. Exhale to flex the feet. Inhale to point. Exhale to flex. Relax through the feet. You can create some circles here. And then we're just going to start to rock and roll all the way up to a seated position. From here, just come into a comfortable seat, so you can cross your legs here. Maybe you have one heel in and the other one placed on top, or half lotus. You decide what is comfortable here. And then we're going to interlace the hands, bring them behind the head. Push your head into your hands. So what this does, this starts to open up through the chest, through the shoulders a bit. So you interlace your hands, they're just resting on the back of the head. As you inhale, open up the shoulders, push the head in, get that stretch in the upper back, into the shoulders. On an exhale, elbows drawing, bringing the chin into the chest. We're not pulling the head here, it's just the weight of the hands on the back of the head. Take a breath. On your next inhale, open up, push the head gently into the hands. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale, open. Exhale through. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. Full expression. Exhale, rounding through. Navel draws in. Keeping the chin tucked, keeping that roundedness through the spine. Release the hands. Bring the hands to the knees. Inhale through to the left side. So you're starting to lean forward with the chest, sweeping it forward towards the right. And then bringing the chin in towards the chest, navel draws back, starting to round through, over towards the left. So we've done this before, just for seated circles, so like our seated cat-cow really, apart from we're going round in a circle. So we're really trying to open up through the chest here, and then rounding through, just getting some movement. Notice how this feels in the body, and then reverse, go the other way. You don't have to lean too far forward, you don't have to get really deep here. You can have smaller circles coming all the way. The next time you're over towards the left, pause here, bring in the right hand over towards the left knee, left hand comes behind, inhale, seated twist, roll the shoulders back, get a little bit of movement in the neck if you need to. Exhale fully. Inhale, slowly coming back through center, hands back on the knees, shifting towards the right now, so we're just getting those circles coming round. And then the next time you're over towards the right, keep the chest low, left hand comes down to the right knee, right hand comes behind. Inhale, grow here, so really start to push away. We're not really pulling with the hands, okay, this is just a gentle twist to the right side again. If you need a bit of movement in the neck, feel free to get some here. Find that breath. Exhale, back through center. Getting a little bit of movement into the shoulders, and then we're going to come all the way over onto all fours. So on our all fours position, I want us to come to that neutral spine. So we're going to bring our navel up towards our back. Hands are firmly planted, so really paying attention to that fleshy bit in between the index finger and the thumb. Push away. So I quite often like to sort of collapse here and then push up, navel draws in. Pay attention to the top of the feet, so really plant the top of the feet down. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Conscious breath. Really imagine that you're trying to push yourself away from the floor. Building strength, but also building that elasticity in the body. One more. Inhale, drop the tummy, soften through the arms. So this is where we have that strength, and then we have this stretch, this increased flexibility into our cat pose. Navel draws in on that exhale. Inhale, moving through. You all know what to do here, so just take a few moments. Really stretching through. Find that connection. And then coming back to our neutral position. Inhale, reach that left arm forward. Notice what happens here. So instantly with me, or instantly, sorry, I reach with my left hand, everything starts to collapse. I drop into my right shoulder. So we want to push away from this right side. You can start to shine the inner elbow crease towards the front. Just making sure we're not causing any tension. So even though we have this steerer, this focus, we want to find this ease. Reaching with that hand. Exhale, place that left hand down. So where we've reached, the left hand comes down to the earth. So it's further forward. Exhale, just shift those hips back. So the right hand, the right elbow starts to bend, left arm is straight, dropping forehead down to the mat, just stretching into this left shoulder. You don't have to come all the way down here. Just notice, so my hips aren't all the way back to my heels. We're sort of in a heart to earth pose here, half a puppy posture. Take a full breath. Inhale, coming back up, reaching with that left hand again, reaching with that right foot now. Take a full breath. Full breath here. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow towards the right knee, really rounding through. Exhale here. Inhale, take that length. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale, take that length. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale again, take that length. Place the left hand down, pivot the left foot around. So the left knee that's on the floor, pivot that left foot off. And then plant that right foot. Inhale, reaching up. I'll just show you that one more time in case that's a little confusing. So from here, we've placed the left hand down. We then send the left foot off the mat as we then plant the right foot. Inhale, take the right hand up. So it's a bit like a side plank or a modified gate pose. Take a full breath in. Maybe you reach the right hand forward. Taking a breath. On an exhale, allow the right hand to come forward. You're going to walk both hands round so the legs are staying where they are, reaching them out in front, and then dropping head down towards the earth. So it's basically like a puppy posture, apart from we have the right foot out to the side. Take a full breath here. Inhale, plant that right hand to bring that right hand underneath the face. Open up through the left side. So this left arm's not going to come too high. Trying to root down through that right side. Exhale, left hand comes down. Inhale, reach that right arm up. So feel that full expression here. You'll have more openness on this side. Exhale, release. Walk the hands back. Walk the feet back so the knee comes back, and then placing the right knee onto the ground. 5 cat and cows. And then we'll go on to the other side. So inhale. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale. Close your eyes here. You've got 3 more. Really moving with your breath. Feel that connection through your amazing body as you move through here. It's amazing what our bodies are capable of when we really tune in. Getting that extra movement. Last time, inhale. Exhale, round through. And then coming back to that neutral spine. Just notice whether you've collapsed here through the front, so navel draws up, coming into this flat back position. Reaching the right hand forward, push away with that left hand. Strong here, like you're going to shake somebody's hand. And then exhale, place that hand in that reached position on the floor, palm faces down. Bending into this left elbow, shift the hips back, bringing the forehead perhaps down to the mat, getting that full stretch into that right side of the body. Breathe here. Full breath. Inhale, coming back up. Reach that right hand up again. Navel draws in. Send the left foot behind you. Push it into the wall. So imagine that you're really trying to push the sole of your foot into the wall. Toes turned down. Navel draws in. Exhale. Right elbow to left knee. Really rounding in towards the chest. Think cat here. Inhale, think cow. You can come into a bit of a back bend. Exhale, cat. Really rounding through. Take another breath. Moving through. We're going to do one more. Exhale, rounding through. From here, just bring the hands down for a moment. You're going to pivot your right foot now off the mat. You plant your left foot long. Inhale, take that left arm up. settle in here. So you can bring your hand, your right hand to your waist, really opening up through, maybe looking up towards that left hand. Full breath. Some movement through the neck if you need to. And then exhale. Bring the left hand down first. Start to walk the hands out in front of you. Really reach. So what you want to do is send your hips behind you and then start to fold here. That left foot is active. Hopefully you can almost bring the sole of that left foot to the ground. Legs are staying in the same pose, really stretching into those shoulders, into the hips. One more breath. Inhale, coming up. Walking that right hand, actually left hand first. We'll go left hand underneath the face. Inhale, open up to the side. So this is our closed twist through the body. This right hand won't come as far as we exhale. Right hand replaces the left. And then inhale, really take that full expression here. Get some movement into the neck. Full breath. Exhale, left hand comes down, walk the hands back, bringing the feet back round, shifting left knee under, walk the hands forward, walk the knees back just a little bit, and on an exhale, melting the heart down towards the earth. Hips are high, heart melting towards the ground. Maybe your forehead is touching the mat. My elbows are lifted, so my forearms are lifted off the ground. You can bring those arms down if you want to, but to get a bit more of a stretch into the upper body. One more breath here. Inhale and looking up. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Curl those toes under. We're coming into a plank pose. So just coming in here. You can be in full plank or you can lower your knees. So entirely up to you. Just notice your energy level. Sometimes we sort of settle and we think we'll be here, and that's absolutely fine. If you need a bit more energy, maybe coming into this plank, build that energy within. We're just going to create some circles here. So you can do this kneeling, just a little bit of wrist health. Don't go too far over. We're just going 1, 2, 3, and then take it the other way. Lower the knees if you need to. And now this time, everybody lower the knees. Lower all the way down to the floor. Release the hands. Bring them underneath the forehead. Just rock the hips gently side to side. So this is a bit of a strong and stretchy flow this morning. Building strength in between those beautiful morning stretches. Exhale, come to stillness. Take a breath. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, coming back down. Curl the toes under, push back up onto knees, and then we'll make our way into our first downward dog in this class. So just allow yourself to arrive here. You can shake the hips left to right. You can really bend the knees, trying to get your tummy towards your thighs. And then maybe from there you start to extend through the legs. Full breath. Anchor down through that left foot. Inhale, just lift that left leg, right leg up behind you. Decide how high you want it to go. Open up through the hip, so maybe bending into that right knee. Exhale, bring the hips level. Look forward and step that right foot up. Take your time to get there. Lower that left knee down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And then start to come up onto this right thigh. So just notice I naturally drop here. So what I need to do is just come up first of all, get everything together. So bringing the inner thighs towards each other, and then maybe I drop down with that awareness then. Inhale, take the arms up. Full breath. Relaxing through the shoulders. We have space through the shoulders. Inhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Full breath. Drop the right hand down to come up. Reach those hands up above you. Exhale, right hand forward, left arm back. Trying to keep this awareness in the legs. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot now. And just walk this right foot over. So the toes can be off the mat. And just dropping the hips down. So coming into like our lizard pose, our lizard variation. You can stay here. Just notice. Maybe you inhale, take that left arm all the way up. Lean it back towards the left foot. You can be on the fingertips, on the palm here. Just stretching through. You don't have to do this. You can just be here. Stretching through. Lovely. Exhale, coming back. Walking that right foot in, just lifting up through this back leg now. Take a full breath. Left hand comes down to the earth. Inhale, reach the right hand up. So we're going to go into a little bit of movement to stretch out this right hip. So the right hand's up. Then you're going to turn your right toes off the mat and then start to drop your hip down. Maybe right hand comes back. Okay, I'm just going to show you this on this way around, just in case it's a little confusing. So from here, you're lifting right arm up and back. This right leg, maybe you're just here and you start to open up. Maybe you can drop down, reaching back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, frame that foot. Lower left knee down to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just pause here for a moment. Relaxing through the shoulders. Notice how this right leg feels. Working into that right hip. Full breath. Still active through these inner thighs. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Stepping the left foot in just a little bit. Coming into a pyramid variation here. So we're going to lift up through the front toes. Okay, so those toes are coming towards the face, the heel is planted. You might need a little bit of a wider stance with the feet. You either keep your left heel on the ground or you start to lift the left heel, folding in. So we're on the toes of that back foot and we're on the heel of the front. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. If you need to have bent knee here, have a bent knee. Sometimes this bent knee can give a really good stretch into this hamstring all the way back into that hip. So you decide, take one more breath here. And then we're going to transition. You're going to plant that right foot down. Hands come forward. Inhale, taking left leg up, coming into our standing splits. Full breath. Maybe this right hand wraps around the right leg. Using the left hand for support. This left leg can go as high as you're comfortable to do. So take a breath. And then exhale. Bring the left foot down to the floor next to the right forward fold. Soften through the knees. You can get some movement in here. Bend one leg, bend the other. Clasp the opposite elbows. Just gently swinging left to right. And then come back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Going to change to this side. So inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Soften everything. Really bend the knees here. And then plant the hands. Step both feet back. Downward facing dog. Full breath here. Exhale fully. Anchor down through that right foot now. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Maybe bending that left knee, opening up to the side, trying to keep the hips level and the weight evenly distributed through the hands. One more breath. Come back to that three-legged dog. Then looking forwards, stepping that left foot up. Lower right knee down to the ground. Inhale, coming up. Again, just notice if you're really dropping in here. So coming up, first of all, take those arms up. Activate through the inner thighs. On an exhale, relax through the shoulders. One more breath. Lovely. From here, bringing your hands back down to the earth. This time, right hand comes down, left arm comes up. Open twist, and then decide if you're happy to bring this left arm all the way back, looking back towards the mat. You can roll this left leg out here if you want to, just to get a bit more of a stretch. So you're rolling onto that foot. Maybe your hand rests on the inside of that left knee and you're here. Just getting some movement. And then slowly bringing this back through. Curling that back foot under. We'll bring the hands actually, first of all, we'll bring the hands inside. So bringing the hands on the inside of that left foot, just get a little bit of movement in here. Just stretching through. You can really start to open up through that left leg. A little bit different than before. Keep that heart shining forwards. Maybe you come onto the top of that back foot if you're not already. And then allowing everything to come back through. Framing that foot, lifting that back knee. Full breath. Inhale here. So we're going to come into that pose again. You can stay here. Your right hand's going to come down to the earth. You're going to inhale, left arm up. You then drop your hips. So the left foot starts to shine off. You drop your hips. Inhale, coming back through. Exhale, dropping the hips. Inhale, back through. Exhale, dropping the hips. Take one more breath. And then coming all the way back. From here, walking that right foot in just a little bit, coming into our pyramid pose. Just find your position here. So if you need to adjust the feet, do. If you need a wider stance, hands sort of in line. My thumbs are in line with my heels, my fingertips sort of in line with the base of my toes. But from here, we're going to start to lift through the toes of that front foot, lift through the heel of that back foot. For me, I need a bit more space. I'm stepping that right foot back slightly and going again. Inhale, open up. You can have soft knees here. Exhale, folding over that left leg. Find the breath, nose towards the knee. You can have a soft knee here. Don't feel like everything has to be rigid. Full breath. Exhale, replant that left foot. We're going to shift forward into our standing splits. So just get a little bit of momentum and then come forward, reach with the hands, maybe lifting that right leg up behind you. This left hand can wrap around this left leg. If this is too much, you feel like this is too much of a balance, you can bring the left hand down and the right hand round. I prefer right hand like a tripod and my left hand, and then maybe I can draw my nose in towards my knee. Soft left leg here, so we don't want to lock through that knee. Full breath. Exhale, release the left hand if you had hold of your left leg. Slowly bringing the right foot to the ground. So see if you can keep that left leg straight, lifting through the hips as you bring the right foot down. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Take a breath. Allow there to be some weight through the neck. You can have soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Root down through the feet. Inhale, hands come left to right, reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Lovely. Just stepping back into the middle of your mat. Releasing through the shoulders. Just take a couple of circles here, one way and the other. And then shake off the arms. Okay, so we're keeping the feet sort of hip-width distance. We've done this before, so we're just going to revisit it, just practice it a bit more. Inhale, take the arms up. Just try not to cause too much tension, feeling like the hands have to come back and face each other. You can wrap the shoulders round so the little pinky starts to turn in. Navel draws in. Exhale, start to bend the knees, coming into our Utkatasana variation, so our chair pose variation. And then start to shift your weight forward, balancing on the knees. You can stay here. You can come up a little bit higher, leaning forward, keeping those arms where they are, or feel free, send the arms behind you, coming into our hummingbird. Take a breath, navel draws in. Exhale, release the heels down, release the hands down. Inhale, take the hands all the way up. Exhale, settle in, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, lean forward onto those toes, reaching forward, maybe on an exhale, the hands come behind you. Inhale again here, hummingbird, lean in. Exhale, release the heels down. Inhale, hands sweep down and forwards and up, reaching up straight through the legs. Last time. Exhale, settle in, bend the knees. Utkatasana, chair pose, navel draws in, shifting weight forward onto the toes. Maybe you lift up a little bit higher, maybe you sink lower. Find your shape this morning and then send those arms behind you, level with the hips. Hummingbird, you can even wiggle your fingers here like that. The wings of the hummingbird, one more breath. You should really feel this in your thighs, really balancing. Exhale, release, heels down. This time just dropping the hands down, straightening the legs. Forward fold, full breath. Release, maybe clasp the opposite elbow. Lovely. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, folding back down, bend the knees. Walk the hands out a little bit and then send the feet away into our downward dog. Take a vinyasa here, so shifting forward into plank or kneeling plank, lowering all the way, or chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lower the knees, rolling through. Inhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Bring your hands as wide as your mat. You can shorten the stance a little bit if you want to. So you're in a wide dog. Try not to lock the knees here. Inhale. So we're just going to work into the side of the bodies here. It's a little bit different to what we've done before when we take it wider. So we're going to come back to a little bit of core activation, but doing it mindfully. So inhale here, then bend the right knee, bring it towards the right elbow. This is different. Sometimes it's harder. Upper body's in plank. Exhale here. Inhale, step that right foot back into our downward dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Shifting back, downward dog. 2 more each side. Exhale, right knee to right elbow or tricep. Come back. Inhale. Exhale, left knee. Lovely. Building strength. 1 more to each side. You can do this. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the knees. Allow your hands to sweep the mat back and then fold forward into a child's pose. If this isn't comfortable, come to a comfortable position so knees can be wide. Maybe you rest the hands in front of you and you settle in here. This is probably my favourite pose. Just being here, knees wide, forehead resting on the hands or on the forearms, shoulders relaxed, inviting that breath in. Full breath. One more. Easing through those hips on that exhale, releasing. Slowly working yourself back up. Hands come back out, knees come back under. We're coming into a plank position. So we're going to come from plank, and then we're going to shift back like we're coming into a hero pose. So the knees are really bent, shifting back. Inhale to plank, so really stretching through those shoulders, but also just building a bit of strength. Exhale into hero. Inhale to plank. Exhale, shifting back. 2 more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, shifting back. Last one. Inhale to plank. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale to plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. Straightening through the legs, coming onto the top of the feet. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Maybe a baby cobra. Maybe lift up wherever you are. Roll those shoulders back. Take the gaze over towards the left side. And then back to center. Over towards the right. Rolling back down. Take a breath here. Hands remain placed by the ribs. Exhale fully. Inhale, lifting back up to our cobra. Or like an upward facing dog, maybe the hips are lifted too. Again, exhale, look over the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale over the right. Back to center, lowering all the way down. From here, just allowing your hands to come all the way back down by your side. Palms facing down. Take a breath. So your head is going to stay in this neutral position connected to the spine. Okay, so what we don't want to do is start sort of crunching through the neck, looking up. We want to move, try and keep that alignment basically through neck and the spine going all the way down. So on your next breath in, I want you to lift your hands. Imagine you're trying to pull your hands back so you start to lift through your chest. You can keep your feet on the ground or you can start to lift. It's entirely up to you. Take a full breath. Exhale, release. Interlace the fingertips behind your back. Pull your arms away from you so they start to travel down towards the tailbone, towards the bottom. So you're really trying to like stretch towards your feet. Shoulders start to roll back on your inhale. Reach a little bit further, starting to curl through your spine, gazing forwards. Not coming too high. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhaling, feeling that breath as your belly expands on the floor. Exhaling. Keep that going. Bit more strength. Inhale one last time. Exhale, release. Release the hands. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, pushing yourself up through kneeling. And then shifting back onto your knees. So if this isn't comfortable, put a cushion underneath the back of your thighs and the top of your calves. Just coming into the hero variation here. Hands can be relaxed, face down or face up. Relaxing through those shoulders. Palms facing up just invites that energy in. Giving thanks to the earth and energy at this moment. I imagine that Mother Earth is enjoying this break. And the energy, the good energy that will be created from her having some time to just rest and self-nurture. That energy we can tap into a little bit. Take another breath in. Another breath out. On your next inhale, just slowly coming up onto your knees. So from here, you can keep your top of your feet on the ground, or you can curl your toes under here. We're just going to do a little bit of a move where we're going to inhale one arm up. Okay, instead of coming down to that back foot, you're just going to sort of twist yourself over. Imagine that you're going to try, you might be able to bring your left hand to your right heel. Inhale, coming back, right arm up. Exhale, maybe you can bring your right hand to your left heel. So we're just going to move through that. So it's a little bit of a camel variation, just trying to build a bit of strength, getting some flexibility into the body. So feel free, if you're quite flexible and you want to take it a step further, you can bring the top of the feet to the ground. For me, I'm just going to take it a little bit easier today, especially with my neck. So just tune into what your body needs. My toes are tucked under. Inhale, take both arms up. Take that length. Exhale, left hand comes back towards the right heel. So you're going to lean back, but try and push your hips forward. Inhale, coming back. Don't worry if you can't reach that heel. Same thing, you can go to the opposite side, maybe you just go to the same side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, switch. So if you want a bit more, you can bring your feet, the top of the feet to the ground, keep this movement going. If you want a little bit less, you can just bring your hand down to the same side, the same heel. Inhale, exhale, just get a little bit of movement here. Maybe when you've done a few, you decide that actually you want to take it a step further and you want to see if you're bringing the top of the feet to the ground, maybe you can reach there also. So just a few more. Take a breath. One more to each side. Reaching through. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release the hand shape of the hands. So we are going to come into our camel before we come down to the ground. So again, if it's too much, you can just have your hands on your hips and just practice opening up through. Maybe you flick the hands so the fingertips are facing up, and this might be your camel pose today. And keep those toes curled under, knees shining forwards. You want to take it a step further. I like to sort of swing the arms back. If I just lean back, there's this restriction here. So I'm going to inhale, take the arm back, lean back, take that left hand to my heel. Inhale, take the right hand, looking over this way. Maybe the right hand comes to the heels. And then inhale, pushing those hips forward, leaning back. Taking a full breath. Feel free if you want to come onto the top of the feet, you can. Being mindful how we come out of this. So from here, bring one hand to the hip. Tapping through that core, bringing the right hand. And then because we've come into a back bend, coming all the way down, taking a child's pose. So really rounding through your back here. Bringing the forehead down to the ground, if it's available to you. Hands come back, stretching into this lower back. So take the breath there. Breathing deep. Exhale fully. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Walking those hands forward just so you can shift your legs to one side. Just bring your legs out nice and wide. Roll the shoulders back. Notice how you feel. So those camel poses, those heart openers, they're really energizing. Okay, it's starting to invite that energy into our center, into our heart. And if these areas become quite blocked, some of those poses can feel hard to get into, but once you sort of find a mindful way to move, you can really start to feel that energy enter the body. So from here, inhale, sit up nice and tall, flex through the feet. Exhale, just walk it forward with your hands, easing through the lower back into back of the thighs, the hamstrings, the back of the knees, maybe even feeling this all the way into the calves. Take another breath. Inhale, slowly walking back up. Bringing the legs in, keeping the right leg out in front, left leg crossing over. So you can stay here in this position. So I'm really trying to bring this left leg over. So it's like a half cow head, okay? So you can feel free to bring this this right foot back as well and stack the knees. So you could be here, we've done this before in our forward fold. I'm just gonna do the modified version today. So feel free, left leg crosses over, trying to get the knees on top of each other, flexing through that right foot. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, folding over that right leg, nose towards that left knee. So hopefully that left knee is a little bit more stacked over the right so you can keep your body nice and straight here. If reaching that foot is too much, what we want is that leg through the spine. So we don't want to round through here. So bring the hands back a little bit further if you need to, and then folding there. One more breath. Inhale, coming up. Left hand coming behind you. Right hand just resting on the top of this left knee and just open twist to the left side. Full breath. Exhale, release. We're just going to repeat on the other side. So send the left leg out long now. The right leg crosses over. So trying to bring this right knee. You might have to adjust any fleshy bits. Okay, moving your bottom out the way slightly. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, folding. So enjoy this stretch. Releasing the head, allowing the hands to be wherever. You can be really passive here and just bring the hands to the floor next to your leg. Full breath. Inhale, slowly coming back up. Take your right hand behind you. Left hand comes over to the right knee and just gently open out to the right side. Taking a breath here. How do you feel after your strength and stretchy flow this morning? Just trying to ease it in nice and slowly, but also building that strength, getting the heart rate up just a little bit. Exhale, coming back through center. So you have a choice. From here, you can come to lie down on your back. If you want to come into a relaxation, you can do. If you feel like you need a bit more energy, then you can remain seated. I'm going to remain seated today, so just get comfortable wherever works for you and just settle in. So when you arrive, close your eyes, drawing your attention to the areas of the body in contact with the ground. So that will be different for everybody, different to how we sit, whether we're sitting or lying. So just notice, try and find some ease here. Relaxing through the face and the shoulders. Quite often that's where we hold a lot of tension. And we just need to find that release. Breathing deep. Wherever you are, if you're lying down, flip your palms so they're facing up. And if you're seated, doing the same with your palms on your knees, so palms facing up. I'm just going to come into our lotus breathing. So we're going to inhale, open up the palms. Exhale, closing the hands. So making gentle fists. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Keep that going. Really stretch through the palms here as you open them. Curling them in slowly. Making sure we're not causing any tension anywhere else in the body. Two more cycles of breath here. And releasing the hands to their neutral position. Just go back to your natural breath. If you're lying down, you can remain there, or you can come slowly up into a seated position. We're going to take 3 deep, nourishing breaths. Feel free to use that exhale to release and cleanse by making that sound. Breathing in through the nose. Two more. Bring your hands to your heart. To always have kind and loving intentions to the mouth for kind and loving words, and to the third eye for kind and loving thoughts to yourself, to those around you, and the rest of the world. Hopefully this is the start of a great week. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Namaste.